To the freestyle. Let's go.
To love. You said to love. Bingo. That's all that freestyle was. That's all the freestyle. So when you said something about um it was my own I was the one that did it and it wasn't God. You was like something when you said
Yeah, let's
something
break it down. Let's break. You want me to just you want me to
yeah,
throw it out there and then you just answer.
go through it. Go through it. Go through it.
Okay, okay. So first, explaining in the thing. You and your mother had a rocky relationship. Do you care to touch
Yeah.
on that so people can have an understanding of what you mean? Because a rap only says so little. Like, what was so
No,
rocky
that's
between you and her
details.
relationship?
No, what I'm really gonna details is we just had we had our differences.
Uh huh.
That was just growing up. I alluded to some of it, when I was a kid, when I said, just when I come to grips with my drug addiction, what one addiction is. You understand? Growing
Right.
up, I did that in a couple of records. I even said it in college.
Your phone breaking up, Mook. Mook, your phone breaking up.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I hear you loud and clear now. It's breaking up again.
Oh, hold on. I probably was. Can you hear it now?
Yep, we're loud and clear.
Yeah, I said it. I even said it in the Iron Solomon battle. Like, you know what I'm
Okay.
saying? I grew up. I'm born in the '80s. Like,
Right.
you know what I'm saying? So my mother she was victim to an epidemic that spread across.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And a lot of the time, my childhood, last week, as we spoke about earlier, my childhood, it was, I had a rough childhood. Now, God bless her, my mom, she was able to shake that off, as we got older.
Right.
But, a lot of those things still stay with you growing up. You understand? So,
Right.
as I'm saying, as being able to forgive, it was hard for me early to be able to forgive because I didn't quite understand. So I had to evolve and grow as a person to understand. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that's the part that I'm saying. So, that's the relationship aspect. So continue.
Okay. So in her passing, you care to expound on how she passed?
She passed away. She didn't pass away off of anything like she had complications. She was she got sick.
Okay. From sick from the life of drug addiction or something else?
No, she's been off. She's been off.
Okay.
Like that was when I was young. Like you know what I'm
Okay.
saying?
Okay. Now in the song you say Van was telling you to leave it alone because you're gonna regret when she gone. What do you mean by that?
Yeah, Ben he used to just say, yo, fix it, things like that, or just just primordial, just when people that you don't, you might not have great relationships with their head, but you still love them.
Right.
So, you might be, stubborn or ignorant and then, not really want to mend it. And then, basically you don't know. That's, you know. Hello?
Yeah, I'm right here.
Yeah. No, that was actually your question.
Okay. So so he was telling you to fix it, mend it, or you gonna miss her when she gone. What what was the resistance, bro? Like why what was the resistance? Well, you just what was holding you
I,
back from doing so?
it's not just one thing, I just
Okay.
wasn't ready. Like I said, I
Okay.
was I was growing.
Okay.
I was growing.
Okay.
You know what I mean? You can't just that's not something that can be resolved overnight. Like you have to grow. You have to grow as a person. So that's what I was doing. Now, I don't make it like me and my mom didn't speak and none of that. Like we
Right.
spoke.
Right.
Like you understand what I'm saying? It's
Right.
just for
Right.
me. It was just a void that was there, but it was unspoken type shit. Like
Right.
that's what.
Dude, okay. So and that are you the only child?
Yeah, I'm the only child from my mother and my father. Yeah.
So you were the only child from your mother and your father?
No, meaning, I'm the only child from my mother. Yeah.
Right, right. Okay. And so in that So you had a lot of resentment in your heart. Now, even in her passing, are you okay? Is you in the right place, or do you feel like, because you said in the song you felt like you was robbed of fixing a situation that you were
Yeah,
working to get to?
I said she needed my forgiveness,
Right.
and you robbed me of that redemption.
You don't think
I said
she knew
I
that?
said that, I said, what do you mean?
Do you think, like you said, she needed your forgiveness? You don't think that, you think she died believing that you hated her or something?
I don't know what she could have done, believe. All I'm saying is, I know she needed my forgiveness.
So when
You understand?
Yeah, so when you said you don't want people to think you and your mama didn't speak, so but for her passing, how was them conversations like? You know,
What do you mean? No,
like you
they was
said, she
regular
needed your,
conversations.
like you
You
said, she
understand?
needed your forgiveness. So, and needing your forgiveness, if y'all was still speaking, like you said, because you say you don't want people to think y'all wasn't speaking, like we didn't have no conversations. So,
No.
so how was them conversations like then? I mean, was they humble? Was they,
No, like that's what I'm saying. Like I told you, you know what I mean. A lot of people that I know, they struggle with this too on growing up. You know, they might have not had the ideal, home situation, and sometimes, you know, their relationships with their parents could could be unconventional. You
right,
understand?
right,
They don't really love, like, they go visit everything of that nature, but it could be a different kind of relationship. So
right,
it's not like the conversations was, they wasn't like, they was prevalent, but still
right,
in all, it was just something there all the time. We both
right.
knew it.
Okay, so let me ask you this. So in so doing, you your mother only child.
Correct.
Now, your mother as a person, was she a beautiful woman? I'm talking about as far as like her behavior, character, like, you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? She was.
Yeah.
So in doing, so a lot of people looked at her being a good woman.
Yeah.
Okay. So in doing that, by you being the only child, even though she may have did some things in her life that you didn't approve of or you wasn't proud of, but in so doing that, you would think if she's a beautiful woman, she would have to have love for her only child, right?
Yeah. I never said she didn't have love.
No,
That's not what I
I know
said.
that. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. That's just me
No,
speaking.
no. See, what I said, what I'm saying is to you is like when you saying doing things that I didn't agree with.
Yeah.
That no, it's the result of the things that she was doing
Right.
was the reason. So
Right.
you understand, growing up,
Right.
a lot of times she wasn't around. You
Right.
understand, I had to be with my grandmother, my aunt,
Right.
things of that. So just the absence that there. You understand? Not
Right.
the whole. I didn't agree with it, and that's what I'm holding the grudge against that. No, it's the absence. So you can't get the absence back. So a lot of the things that people may ask, you can't get the fuck back.
Right.
So
So
even though our relationship, as I got older, she started to become, she became clean, things like that. As that happened, you still can't get that. You still can't get that time back.
right.
That absence back.
Right. Okay, now let me ask you this. Now, you being the father too, it's crazy how your past is it's crazy how your past is now your real life over again. Cause now you a father and you only have one child, just like you was your mother only child. Now you have one child. Now, how is your relationship with your daughter based upon how your past was? Have that made you a better father or what?
I mean, I wouldn't say that turned and made me, and I vowed to. I'm not going to be that way. Like, I have a great relationship with my daughter. That's because that's who I am.
Right.
That's like it's not like I know a lot of people say things that happened to them in the past, and they say and then from that point on, quote unquote, I vowed to never be like that. You know what I mean? But I never really made that vow. It's just that's my heart. That's just who I am.
Right.
I would never be absent. You understand?
Right. It's amazing you say that because for me, I
And I don't think,
remember.
hold on, let me finish. And I don't think, and I don't think she would be that. That's why I said it. Drug addiction wasn't her intention. It was a
Right, right,
sickness. So for a while, you thought it was her intention.
right,
But then, as I got older, you start to realize it's not intention. It's a
right,
sickness.
right,
You understand?
right.
So if she would be there. Like if she could have, but it was
Right.
forbidden her. So it wasn't that. You get my point?
Yeah, I get your point because I got a lot of people in my family that used to be. The thing about drugs, and this why I used to be a drug dealer, and I hate that past, and I see like wow, um, is amazing because I got aunties of mine that used to be so strong. I got cousins of mine that was so strong before the drugs, even though it was a choice. You have to choose to do drugs unless somebody forcing it in you. But as a matter of their choice, the choice was very, very, very bad because I saw my auntie go from greatness to nothing. I seen my cousin go from one of the most feared men in the neighborhood to being a bona fide coward. Like, wow. Because it just sucks the soul and life out of you too.
Right.
And it's crazy because I look back on that and like you say, you had to grow. I had to grow to understand once God opened my eyes of just how bad it was when I was doing what I was doing. And my coming up, Mook, on some real stuff, it made me become a better parent when my father wasn't in my life. And I used to have it bad. I used to want love. I remember coming home. I remember coming home from school and my parents not asking me, hey, how was your day? Or hugging me or kissing me or just letting me know that the love was there. Even though I knew as my parents, they loved me for what they thought love to be. But as a child, you get so comfortable with that you think that's what it is. And then in my head, I was like, when I have my children, I'll never do that. And it's like, because of that, I
Right.
love my children more. I kiss them all the time. I hug them. I be try to be involved in their life, like and when they come in from school or how was school today, I try to be involved and give them what was missing from me when I was coming up. The best I
Right.
can, the best I know love to be. You get what I'm saying?
Right. And,
So I could feel
and
you
that,
on. So let me ask you this: in the passing of your mother, have you made? Do you believe you at peace, or you still wrestle with something?
that's why I just made. That's why we on the freestyle right now, though. That's why
Okay,
this whole conversation is relevant because that freestyle is how I feel
right.
at the moment.
Okay,
You understand?
okay,
So the questions that I'm asking, the things that like that's one thing I wanted to say too. I wanted to keep reiterating. This is not a cursing of God. This wasn't a cursing. This was something that I felt that I'm pretty sure a bunch of people felt, and I didn't uh, appreciate when you said that I was doing it for people. No, I didn't appreciate that.
okay. You have a right to that. But when you put it on a rap,
Because
who you putting it out? Who you putting it out there to hear?
I put it on a rap because actually, so I'll tell you the quick. I'll give you the
Okay,
quick synopsis of that story. So Fab had hit me. Fab is a a friend of mine. And he had hit me and was like, "Yo, what's up with the cold summer? Da da da. You want to do the joint? Da da da." I'm like, "Yeah." So initially, I was going into it. All right. Initially, I was just going into it like, "Yo, I'm gonna get on this joint. I'm gonna spit some shit and crazy, murder Mook, spit bars, shit like that." And as I'm listening to it, something drove my spirit off of what I was already saying to do that. So the reason I felt comfortable with even doing that is because it could I know it was God. God drove me to do that. He said, "Yo, you do that. This is what you want to do. And you want to get it off. Music is therapy for me. This is how I express myself as well." So, and the reason I put it out, you see, the people in comments, they went through that, and it helps them. So the reason the music out, it's not just because, yeah, I want people to see. No, I put the pain out there, and it subsequently could help somebody else that go through that and say, damn, I'm not the only one feeling this way. All right, cool. Maybe, all right, maybe it's cool. Now they can fix something. Maybe they not bugging. Oh, I know I'm not crazy. So God put me in turn. That's the crazy part. God put me in turn for us to have this conversation. He made me write the rap. Only but him. He come up with everything that I do. When I come up with a hot line in my head, when I'm writing freestyles, songs, battle raps, all the time. All the time. When it's crazy, I look up and be like, man, thank you, man. That's crazy. Because I know it's not me. So I'm not gonna just now say like, oh no, he didn't drive me to this freestyle because he definitely did.